You were breathing a sigh of relief. A good pop was here, but no. This is bad pop here, ladies. And we're gonna be jumping face first into all that blubber. And we're gonna be talking about the G word, the gut, upper nuptial taint. And it's a bowl of gelatinous fat with hair and wrinkles and three-dimensional ringworm. We're gonna be going through all of the phases you go through college. And with that being said, pull out a bowl of cheese, a bowl of ice cream, oh, what the hell, and some fried dough. And let us begin. Yeah. And this whole thing starts with this simple phrase. I shouldn't eat this, but you should probably lick it and stick it right there, because that's exactly where it's going. First, we'll start off this list with the freshman 15, which basically is a politically correct way of stating they're drinking and getting smoked and poked. Wait a minute. I don't remember this being here. Some of these ladies put on the weight in the right places, and they wind up at buxom. And if they were smart, they would stop here. But usually it's gonna go to each arm, each leg, and then right there. If you don't stop at buxom, you're gonna wind up pulling a full German, or you're gonna look like a big block. There's a reason that he was built like a brick shithouse. These stereotypes exist for a reason. We've all seen Helga the handmaid or the masseuse who can break your back.
Get on the table and get ready for me.
Some women, they can pull off the full German well. And there's something a little hot about a woman who could possibly kick your ass. Next, we move on to saddlebagitis. Might as well join the Pony Express, because your ass is full of mail. Let's face it, they start building up here, and then they start building up here. We go on to muffin top. I'm not saying you can't have fun with these women, because a lot of them can suck start a leaf blower. And if they don't swallow that frosting, you can always lay it around here and turn that muffin into a cupcake. Next, the weight continues up, and you wind up losing this. You wind up with a gulch, or a turkey neck. You remember Star Wars, Jabba the Hutt, you know, like, as he eats a toad? This covers the first 3 years of college. But now the 4th year, we start getting into dairy products. We all know where this is going. Sooner or later, that skin just can take no more. And it says, F it, edit that out, and turns into cottage cheese. One thing leads to another, and you wind up back in her dorm room or yours, and it's dark. But don't worry, because you can read the braille, and it says, I'm fat. And just about when you're ready to graduate, boom, full Paritis. We've all seen it before. You should really understand the symptoms, because most of us, we walk like this. Ladies that are Paritis walk like this. Need I say more? It takes some time to spread to the extremities, but once it gets there, ham hocks. And that's for their arms. Look like a ham at the deli. When you see those ham hocks, you'll actually wish you're at the deli, because there you can say, hey, slice that real thin for me. If you choose to ignore all of this and you continue to pull the pin on the fat grenade, just wait till somebody asks you, when are you due? Because you might want to take the hint. And you make excuses, but in reality, you have a nervous condition of a malfunctioning elbow that keeps throwing food in your face. And next, we have the development of the cankles, yankles, and shankles. And that's where the wrist, elbows, knees, and all joints turn into one big glob of gelatinous fat. Everything from the tip of your head to the tip of your fingers gets plumpified. You know, and somebody might say, hey, you know what?
Maybe you should go to the gym and lift some weights or run a few.
And then you walk by and you see them lifting a Snickers bar. We might think this is the last stage, but we're breaking this down even further, because we all know what happens next. All of this fat gets pulled by gravity down to the lower half, and you wind up with full Tyrannosaurus Rex-itis. You're at the park having a nice picnic with your family, and the next thing you know,
he's gonna blow!
And a lot of these women will go on for 10 to 20 years, shopping at Walmart in the motorized cart before they go, whoa,
I should probably lose some weight.
they realize that they're not only OPP, which is old, poor, and powerless, but they're old, poor, and powerless and fat, and they're OPAF. Or they have a heart attack and they need medical intervention. I'm sorry, Miss Johnson. I'm afraid that you're just gonna have to lose some weight.
Well, please tell me, how do I do that?
You might want to put down the fork and shut your squirt extractor.
What's a squirt extractor?
Well, darling, if you have to ask, it's been too long. After they go on the medical weight loss or get their stomach stapled, it takes about 2 years to dump all that weight, between 50 and 100 pounds, maybe more. And if they got that wake-up call a little too late and they did it a little too fast, they're gonna wind up with flappers, or worse, they got the flying squirrel suit just in time to glide safely into Catland and buy some stock in PetSmart. But there's some good news here. If you fail the dick stacking test and that platform's just too high for you, you can pull out the skin and glide to safety and stick that landing. And you can stay warm at night by wrapping up in your belly gunt burrito. It just sounds horrible. What do you want me to tell you? This is what's going on. I mean, the average weight of the woman today is like 166. 30 years ago, it was like 138. That's 30 pounds. That's 10 pounds a decade women are gaining. So in 20 years from now, they'll be 180. Stop eating the shit. Now, I know a lot of those women out there are gonna go,
Oh, you're just a misogynistic, fat-shaming prick.
if taking care of your health and eating properly and maintaining what you got so you can live a long, happy life, if you call that fat shaming, then I guess you got me, you bitches. Gentlemen, this is Over-Gunt, the hissing cat of fatness. Listen, if you're gonna avoid the dollar menu so you don't have to run into a gunt, please visit our links below. Throw that money to us in our Patreon and PayPal pages so we can keep doing this. Winning. And while you're at it, gentlemen, hit the subscribe button, because if you do, you can take my Braille reading classes so you can read your girlfriend's ass in the dark. All right, next.
Fat on your girlfriend's ass when you're banging her in the dark.
That is hilarious. Hang on, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Get my composure.
I'm fucking crying.
What have you done to me? It's all your fault.